Think there's no other group like us. They're either too left and woke, or they're either too right and racist, and we're neither. We're patriotic citizens. We're patriotic people of this country, and we're concerned what's actually going on. This country's a mess. This city's a mess. Your neighbourhoods are a mess. Everything in this country, about this country, is a mess. Now, it's all right. It's all right sitting down and moaning on your sofas. It's all right typing on Facebook. It's all right writing comments. It's all right saying you're fed up. But it's time to do something about it. It's the time for the people of this country to start uniting and start fighting. And when I say fighting, I don't mean in the physical sense. I mean standing up for your rights. Because nobody's going to come and give you anything. You got to go and get it. And you got to go and get it in a legal way. Because we know that our people, as soon as you fart in the wrong direction, you're going to get arrested. So we got to do it legally. Okay? This is England. We're part of Great Britain. We're part of the United Kingdom. We're meant to live in a democratic society. We're meant to have freedom of speech. We haven't got that. That's all on paper. Your democratic right, your freedom of speech is a fallacy. It's been taken away. It's been taken away by the politicians, whether they're left, whether they're right, whether in the middle. They've taken away your freedom of speech. They've taken away your democratic right. And I've got to be honest with some of you now. You've given it away. You've given away your freedom of speech. You've given away your democratic right. And I'll tell you why. Because I speak to a lot of people, and I ask these people, are you registered to vote? And they say, no. I say, why not? They say, because there's no point. That's called surrendering. That's called surrendering in my book. Your right is a vote. People died to give you your right to vote. So if you're not registered to vote, you've surrendered. You've got a local election coming up this May. In every one of your wards around this city, around the country, you need to register to vote. You need to go to the polling station. You need to get into that ballot box. And when you turn up at that ballot box, if there's nobody there that you want, tell them. Tell them you don't want them. Right, none of the above. That is not a wasted vote. That is a message. That is a message to all these corrupt politicians and councillors that we're not happy with who they are. We're not happy with what they're doing. We're not happy with what they're not doing. You've got to vote, you've got to stand up, and you've got to be heard. Okay? I'd like that to be, don't swear, don't want no swear words on the polling paper. Just say, none of the above, if there's nobody that you want to vote for. And then when they count them votes, they've got to record how many people turned up at the ballot box. They've got to record how many votes each candidate has. Now, if you can do simple maths, and you add up the votes that they got collectively, and you add up the votes, the people that turned up to the ballot box and spoiled it, that's your message. Because I can guarantee to you that none of the above will be the majority. We are the silent majority in this country, okay? And what you've got to do is, you've got to stand up. This is Great Britain. Right? Yeah, and yours pisshead. Fuck off, silly cunt. 20 years paid his tax. He's living on the streets. People that have paid nothing. This country needs to be ashamed of itself. Not the people, but the politicians. They need to be ashamed of themselves. I get people all the time, loads of people agree with me. Loads of people agree. More people agree with me than don't agree with me.
Give him the mic.
People say to me, he don't want it. He don't want it. People say to me, cheers, Billy. Is that for the thing?
Just tell it now for him. Just tell him he's make sure he's innocent.
Yeah. I'll tell you all about it. Scott, where are you?
Come on, Scott.
Scott Pitsey. There he is.
Good lad.
I don't really like him.
Yeah, you do.
He supports fucking Leeds United and I fucking hate him. Yeah.
Toss her. Anyway, yeah, so some of you'll know we set Skelton protest up. Well, it's been a year since they announced that they were going to put migrants in there. So we set the protest up there. We're a bit disheartening. Police, again, against us up there. I called a security guard a traitor there. I got locked up for a Section 5 because it caused him alarm and distress. Seriously, give me a 3.6 mile bail conditions to go nowhere near it. But we fought them anyway, we got back up there, we carried on with demo. It was just a joke how things went on. Local people wouldn't support it. It was just, the support we got from all over the country were unbelievable. But the locals just won't come out for it. It just disheartened us. We ended up pulling out of it. There's a few still up there, but we pulled out, our group pulled out of that. And it's just crazy how things are going. We get attacked by left, right and centre. Police do nothing. We say something, we get nicked straight away. It's a two-tier police system, it definitely is. We've been hammered off police over things that we do. Absolutely hammered, like John gets locked up all the time. It's got to stop. These parasites in Parliament, they don't care about us. They tell us that they're going to end homelessness and get it up. It's an all-time high. It's crazy what's going on in this country, and we're never going to move forward unless we start fighting and saying enough is enough, like the Palestine clowns are coming out and doing.
Yeah.
Where's our numbers? Where are they? The British people have got that laid back now. They're falling asleep. They don't know what's going on. If we don't start fighting, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. How many people here know people with mental health issues? How many people? You must know quite a few people here know people with mental health issues. Well, how many of them people with mental health issues go out and start slaughtering kids, slaughtering women, raping kids? That's all they put it down to all the time, and nothing happens. It's an absolute joke, and it's just getting worse and worse. We've got to start coming out and fighting it, otherwise our kids aren't going to know what this country is all about. My kids are growing up now thinking this is just the norm. They don't know what it was like. When I was young, I used to go out. We used to be able to go out playing street. We know what it is. I don't even let my kids out to play about now. We don't know what's about. We're importing the third world, and it's becoming the third world here now. It's getting worse and worse. We get thousands and thousands of lads going out for football. They should be out in the streets every week protesting about this. Tommy Robinson comes out, everyone sticks straight up his arse.
Yeah.
Where's he been for the last year and a half?
Agreed.
You've got to come out. We're not going to get nowhere unless these people come out and say enough is enough. Thank you, people.
Thank you, Scott.
Last time I buy you a meal. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thanks, John, putting me on the spot. Never said he was going to ask me to get up and speak. But like John said, we've had a couple of meetings in the past couple of weeks. And yes, United All has been quiet for various reasons. And the main one being the ongoing investigation. Now, all we get back from the police, we can't comment, we can't tell you what's going on.
That's all I get. I've just sent him another letter, what we penned the other week, and I'm waiting on a reply. I'm not going to sit back and wait for this reply because I don't believe it's going to ever come. So what we've decided to do is bring United all back out, and we will be doing a mass demonstration to be announced, because I don't want everybody hearing about it just yet, but I will be doing it from a national point of view. As you know, I've been going around the country to various demos, speaking, and letting people know that in Hull we've still got a problem. It's not going away, they're not helping us, they're not giving us answers. They know what we've been through, what we've fought for. We've got a long way with it. We got the case reopened, which was our main aim. Since then, I've been still working with the girls, making sure that they're all right, they're provided for, because again, they're not getting the support from the council, the police, the social services. The list is endless. As you'd have seen, I've put on the Facebook page over the last 2 weeks, we are going to be sponsoring a local girls football team or ladies football team, so that people know that we're there. Now, I spoke to the gentleman or the chairman of the club and expressed who we are, what we do and why we do it. Now, I did mention to him about the backlash he may get from our people on the left. He wasn't bothered. He believes in what we do, and this club that we're going to be sponsoring is a big club in the area. They have over 38 teams. So you can imagine 38 teams of players. All teams have 18 players, plus their people who go support them, family, friends. This is going to be big, this one. I just hope that you can find it in your hearts to keep sponsoring and supporting United Hull, because we ain't going away, we're coming back, and we're coming back big. Thank you.
Like John says, we won't have this protest and we won't have a voice heard. I ain't got his hair cut and his good looks, like, but I just want to go back and reiterate what he was saying about the councillors and the government and everything. Now, my local council on South Coats Ward, they've claimed over 100 grand in less than 3 years, and the place is a shithole. I've emailed them, called them out. They said they were getting new parks, they're tidying up the area, they've done nothing. And when I looked into it, over £100,000 they've claimed in 3 short years. I'm like, you know, they must have more holidays than bloody Alan Wicker, like. But it's got to stop. I want each and every one of you to look at your councillors, call them out and say, you work for us. You work for us, and I want you to do something for us, not yourself. Now, I go to St Albans Church, and I love it. I believe in God. I love it, absolutely. And Diana Johnson turned up one time, and I said to her, you know, I was very polite and pleasant. I said, Diane, what are you doing for the No Full constituency? You've got lads, you know, lawless riding motorbikes. The place is looking dire, it's untidy. And she said, well, I'm dealing with it, but I am going to Ukraine, all expenses paid, to look after them first before our own constituency. And that's what we're getting. So please, just go back, flood Facebook, and ask your councillors what they're doing for you, not them. The other thing is, look, just recently, the crime commissioner, oh, please don't lock me up, it's been hidden for so long, and then all of a sudden, it's come to renew his contract, and he's flooding Facebook. I've done this, I've done that. I've emailed him, and I said, the grooming gangs, we've put money in to set up again. Why are you not telling us what's going on? And all I get is his office will reply to you in due course. Yeah. It's bloody terrible, absolutely terrible. I don't know what we can do about getting the publicity about the grooming gangs. There's all the victims, all the young girls, they ain't got, like, you know, they've got no justice. And it just needs to happen. Something needs to be done. You know, the police aren't policing no more. They're just being there as a friend or to, like, pat you on the back and then disappear. and it needs to change, and that's why I'm standing. I'm standing for reform. I know a lot don't like the policies and everything. I do. Together as one, the policies appeal to me. So that's why I'm running for reform. So please support me. And also support John and the other independents, because we all want the same thing. We want to stop the boats. That's the main thing. And then we want to start sending these buggers back.
Yes.
I saw a Palestinian protest near the Hilton Hotel, and they had a crowd watching them, and I walked over and I said, can I lend the mic? And she got so, she was smiling, and I went, can't you buggers go home and fight for your own country? You know.
Hey!
And there was a deadly silence apart from a cheer at the back, and people were watching and sick of it, because we didn't run away, my grandfathers didn't run away, my father, they stood and fought. But our government is that corrupt. It's all about the money, the greed for them.
Silent invasion.
Yeah. So, you know, thanks for listening to me, and I'll still continue. We'll keep continuing.
Would anybody else want to come up and have a word? I don't even care if you disagree with me. Say what you've got to say.
It's gone beyond that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just one thing I'd like to say, thank you all for coming out today. I've only got a short one, it's a joke, but it's factual. If all the fish in the channel belong to the EU, how come all the bodies in the channel belong to the UK?
Thanks, Eric. Is there anybody else that would like to have a few words? Even if you disagree with us, I like to hear all sides. You know why? Because I believe in freedom of speech and democracy. I'm not like the politicians. Anyway, right. Thanks to everybody for turning out today. I hope you've got the message. Don't just go away, forget. Get on the internet, register to vote, get your ID ready, turn out on May the 2nd, and either vote for someone you want to vote for, and if you don't want to vote for any of them, still go to the ballot box and write none of the above. And that's the only way we're going to send a message, and that's the only way we're going to sort this country out, unless we do it illegally. I'm up for either. Thanks a lot. Bye.